Hello, little owls. Welcome back to today's stream. I'm gonna be honest, I did not have too much time to prepare today, so we're just gonna continue playing a little bit of Star Rail. I had quite the morning, I'm telling you. I had a little problems with all the snow we have here. So yeah, cute to look at, but sometimes annoying. Hey Aspar, how you doing? Did you do the story at all since last stream? Nope, I was way too busy to get anything done. Normally I'm like do something a little on the weekend or something, but there was no weekend in between, so nope. Just weekday. So yeah, this morning I had some problems with the snow. We've been getting tons of snow for like the whole week. And yeah, let's just say it's annoying. I like looking at snow. Like I like it in video games, for example. If like you have a snow-filled landscape, it's like really cute. I like that it's cold. But yeah, dealing with it real life sometimes can be annoying. How no, not the best, Emmanuel. Hey Makip, how you doing? No, just random person babbling on about my day and playing some games. That's about it. So yeah, I had the problem that the main problem, like don't get me wrong, there's like tons of problems with snow, but I had the main problem that the thingy was falling off the roof and I didn't know what to do. It made quite the ruckus. I don't know if that ever happened to any of you, but you just sit there. Everything's like noisy because it's falling down. You panic because you don't want it to do any damage. Yeah, I was confused. Bad snow. Stop it. So yeah, I'm a little out of breath now, but we're good. Okay. I think I already have the game running. I just need to tap over if I find it. But how have you guys been doing? Telegal. Sound's also working. Look. Oh, you can't hear anything if the music is still on. Since we're playing story, there's not gonna be any extra music. Otherwise, we can't hear the wonderful talking of the people that annoy us so. Oh god, I'm not ready. Is there any more long dialogue section of Lygus? Because then I need earplugs or something. Okay, I think we need to switch perspective, right? Just up here. Yes. Perspective switched. Somehow my drink is a little further away from me today, but that's okay. I'm just gonna have to stretch. Okay. The enemies seem to have not noticed me, so I'm just gonna pass them. 3.5 has omega yapping. Okay, I'm gonna brace myself. I don't know how long this part is, if we're even gonna get to 3.5. Maybe? Maybe we do, maybe we don't. I don't know. Ooh, all alone? And on top of it?
For tomorrow.
Build in a way that you can't get too old, I'm guessing?
Future will come.
Or maybe he does. We'll see. I'm not getting enough skill points.
I'm fine. I'm fine.
Halfway is huge in this in 3 hours or less. I don't think we'll have 3 hours today. I was thinking about like maybe doing 2 hours. I think last time I did almost 3 and my voice really suffered that day, so I didn't want to overdo it as much as last time.
I'm fine.
How many more this is the last wave. Should I even go into ult then?
For tomorrow.
Let's be real. I'm lazy.
I'm fine.
Also, I like to challenge myself sometimes. There we go.
Oh. Nice moves.
This would not be to safety standards. Also, why is my camera so low today? Am I doing something wrong? Wait, let me reset. Step power? I have no idea what happened. Okay. We're just gonna ignore these guys.
Just washed it away and here it comes again. The black tide is really no joke.
Everything we can avoid, we avoid. Gonna have to deal with so much talking, so.
No other choice but forward.
3 waves again. Okay, maybe we can ult here. Because I'm lazy. Getting too lazy.
Future will come.
Honestly, sections like these I really like. Sections where you have like a little bit of voiceover where you can do
No
something.
other choice but forward.
Like combat.
Existence is of no consequence. Future
You know?
will come.
It's just the endless talking sections that like are problematic. Especially since there are so many in the recent times. I think it wouldn't be that much of a problem if it were like one, like every like 3 or 4 months. But Every patch is so much talking, so it's a little annoying. A waste, but what can you do?
The waters end here. The one you seek is beyond this point.
And it's really weird that I have so much of a problem with that.
I can meet with Her Majesty's Cerebral
Because
herself.
usually, like, waiting a long time, like, let's say in a waiting room for, like, a doctor or something, not a problem. I can just sit there doing nothing for, like, hours. And I can also have no problem watch, like, 2-hour videos on some theories or some interesting topics, like a documentation. No problem. But somehow, some of these dialogues, they say so little that my brain just dozes off, I'm guessing. I don't know.
I need to observe.
Don't kneel, don't do the hand-kissing or foot-kissing gestures of the old dynasty, and most of all, don't bow. The
Just be normal then, okay.
Such rituals, especially when the heads of those taller than her bend beneath her crown.
She really is down to earth.
That comment after that comment, you should really not make.
The second thing to note, only trusted ones may come near her. Keep 5 paces distance until the Imperator allows otherwise.
Sounds like an old friend of mine.
Well, experience is a good thing. Stay sharp, and you'll be just fine.
Ascend. We're ascending. Where are the safety railings on that thing? That makes me nervous because I'm afraid of heights.
Dux Goldweaver, little hostage. Apologies for keeping you waiting.
Wow, weird names.
It's you.
You know them? Good. That makes things easier.
Before that, I'm more curious about one thing. Where is Her Majesty Cerebral?
To avoid any misunderstandings, nameless Swordmaster. Although we spoke and laughed along the way, I never said you were entitled to meet her.
She was clearly implying, or was it just me?
Decreed. The Deliverer will not appear in this age. Be wary of suspicious individuals. Come now, both of you. Let's finish our job.
I see. It's a trap. I had no intention of fight. So remember this, Lady Hysealence. If my sword shows any hesitation, don't thank me. Thank them instead.
No, you misunderstand. We don't want to see Chrysoceras hurt each other. Just give us some time to ask you a few questions.
Then Nestia's golden threads will judge you and decide your fate.
As you wish.
White-haired Swordmaster? If what you say is true, then you must know the fate
Yeah,
of the world.
that's like the most threatening and unthreatening sentence all in one.
So, how much do you know about what we read from the prophecy?
You shall shatter into 1,000 fragments and wither in the soil of foreign lands. Is that correct, Lady Treby?
How is this possible?
Maybe he's speaking the truth. Ever thought of that?
He got it right?
Yes, but the prophecy never mentioned he'd appear here. At least, not in this era.
You must listen to me, Aglaya, Treby. The Finan of this world has not yet been born. In a distant future, he will follow the prophecy's guidance and appear before you, but do not seek him out. Because Era Nova is a complete and utter lie.
Imagine somebody from the future coming back to us and warning us about something. I would take that very
I
seriously.
will tell you the truth. and you will understand why the world must forsake the prophecy and find another path to Aranova. Because I know both of you, and I believe that no matter how the course of history may change, the faith we all share will always remain the same. And so, the layers of rock began to reverse, and history wove itself anew.
Yeah, a small test is okay, but like, don't be immediately hostile. It's a little weird.
I was given the chance to meet the leader of the Flame Chase journey, Saridra. And after a long and arduous negotiation, we came to an agreement. The Imperator's alliance needed the destruction, and I was ready to pour all my strength into it. The spoils of the Flame Chase, the core flames, would be sealed by my hand. But the condition was this. In the upcoming battle, in our conquest of the Earth, I had to prove that
Yeah, nobody's perfect, you know.
transcend fate. In the original history, there was a brutal war. At the end, the Titankin of Georios, Terravox, killed the rampaging Titan and took the core flame that supported the Earth. But this time, Amphorius encountered a turning point in its fate. Neither side suffered any losses. When I severed the Titan's head and raised the core flame high, the crowd gathered around the scorched remains of the god, roaring with joy, cheering for the hero of the destruction, who had ignited the faint spark of life for the first time. Yes, in that flickering light, the once dark path ahead seemed to become clearer. I proved myself. And in the long years that followed, I brought down the other Titans, one by one.
It's so much storytelling time
I
again.
could do more than just wait. When time resets, the chance to change the world also emerges from the lines of history, until finally, the brutal future revealed by Aranova is reversed. But tell me, if that's truly the case, why are we doomed to the same outcome?
That's the bad thing about prophecies, right?
The people kept their promise and handed you all the core flames. In this world after Trebios, no demigods were born in Amphorius. At this point, I just want to know. When they vanished into the black tide with their mortal bodies, why didn't you shed even a single tear?
I've been through this a lot. It's basically what you're saying.
Your indifference chills me. To you, were they just a bunch of insignificant footnotes?
Sorrow has been my constant companion. In fact, with 12 core flames upon me, the fire in my heart has never been more violent. I'll remember this world through anger. As long as I burn, they'll never truly leave me.
Perhaps it's already too late. But you're right.
Yeah, they both have a valid point here.
At this moment is the only weapon I can rely on. So, draw your sword, Executioner. I'll make sure you realize that your greatest mistake was leaving me alive.
//
After that, he raised his sword and attacked. Then, Kaslana killed himself that day. Who fell to the sword to be left in the past, and who went into the future. I can't remember anymore. I only remember a nymph, hiding in the shadows just out of sight, futilely pushing a stone ball. Climb, fall, climb, fall, climb again, and fall.
Must be really
The
frustrating.
nymph had was in choosing how to roll the stone. Sometimes fast, sometimes slow. Sometimes resting on a gentler slope, leaning against the stone for a break. But its choice couldn't change the futility of it all. The stone would always roll back down the slope, and the nymph would always return to the starting point, beginning again. After that, every time I reached this point in the cycle, the burning sky would cast a shadow over its path. It would nearly reach the peak at the fourth quint of curtain fall hour. Then fall
You
to
know
the
what
starting
all
point.
this quest text
First
reminds
15
me of? It's like they were writing poetry. I think that's why it feels a little dragged.
And my efforts in this cycle
And like too long
would dissolve into nothing
to get the point across
at the same time.
that we all got from like second one. In my opinion. Yeah, we have all these different approaches. Oh god, I'm not gonna read all of that. But I'm gonna skimp it. But they were keeping track of what he was doing. Interesting. I'm pretty sure I had my mouse down there. Why did it jump back up?
Absolute nonsense.
I thought cycles was the answer you were looking for.
No. It's just that the answer came so suddenly. There was no fun in tracing it back to its roots. Eons? Paths? What a load of nonsense.
I can't give you an exact explanation of those two concepts either.
Enough. I'm just expressing my frustration.
So basically at this point, he's like basically similar to a virus in the system, right?
The black tide
Like a
came
bug.
from beyond the sky. And everything else is no exception.
Fate is a strange thing. No matter how the details of history change, the Anaxa I know always remains as harsh as ever.
If the other Anaxagoras actually worshipped the gods, I'd make sure to find a way to break the cycles and crush them in their cradles. Too bad. Now only you have the ability to do that.
What's that supposed to mean? You're willing to help?
Of course. The core flames were meant to save the world. And in my opinion, the noble Titans have no reason to refuse. Besides, according to you, before stepping into these endless cycles, you were my pupil.
I've already heard the same thing countless times.
Enough chit-chat. Let's go. If we run into any other scholars, leave them to me.
Can you imagine like
We've all made
replaying the same
preparations for
cutscenes
the
over and
mission.
over? At this point, I would
Never
already
thought
be
someone would
crazy.
Step in to help.
A lot of these around, let me speculate that I am supposed to use this thingy.
Light up the dawn.
Because why the heck would there be so many otherwise, you know? Do you get my drift? I mean, I could just ignore them, but you know how it is. They must have an intent.
You've been to the Luminary Throne before, haven't you?
Yeah, I could just ignore them. Okay.
If you're talking about in past cycles.
You were already much luckier than the other students.
I want to hear the full dialogue before you go near. Because sometimes you skip it if you go too close, too fast.
Hold up. Keep your wits about you. Someone's watching us.
Pretty boy, your eyesight's better than I thought. As for that false god who's been turning the world upside down, it's you, isn't it, white hair?
You sure do love stealing the spotlight. In the name of the Seven Sages, I demand that you immediately step away from the Luminary Throne. This is the sacred ground of reason, and no one may desecrate it. Take my words back to Aglaya. I won't say the same thing twice, cat girl.
Oh my! You won't even call me the demigod of trickery. That is just heartbreaking. I have some words for you, too. First, as one of the most heretical blasphemers in the world, you have no right to lecture me. Second, this is none of your business, Grove Boy. Step aside. I don't want anyone getting hurt.
Here we go. Again.
Core flame thieves. You really think you can scare off a sage of the grove with nothing but empty threats?
Gloomy little brat's got a sharp tongue. Ooh, not bad, not bad. I kinda like you. As a return favor, please sponsor his core flame right here. Aw, don't cry now.
That was close. I'm out of here.
Well, I guess we need to follow. Wait, I already got this pop-up at some point. Why am I getting it again? Oh well. Good enough.
They're exactly like all the past ones I've known. Cunning. And yet so naive.
Sounds like you have a plan.
Of course. When I first set out on the flame chase journey, Lady Treby never managed to teach me Orynyx's miracle. But along the way, I learned a thing or two.
I asked her in one repeated cycle. That's what I'm hearing. He's like playing a video game, and he got an ending he doesn't like, so he's trying to replay and find out why he got the bad ending.
These foolish inventions finally come in handy.
How is this possible?
Like this time, I'm picking the skill up early.
You've arrived, Zagreus. Always so punctual.
What? You know who I am?
I'm running out of patience. So I'm not going to waste words. Listen up, spirit thief. Hand over the core flame, and let's pretend we never clashed. This way, you and this world can still be saved.
Save. You think better than any bard. If you ask me, you're the greatest disaster Amphorius has ever known. No matter how strong you are, you're still just a mortal body. Carrying 12 core flames? Don't make me laugh. You'll just get consumed by the divine flames and drag this world down with you.
134.
What?
This is the 134th cycle I've lived through.
Oh, he can do math.
And the number of core flames I carry is...
I made a comment about Legus having a problem by counting every cycle. I think he's gonna get the same problem. Over obsessed.
1,596.
Yes.
1,000 core flames and just a single Chrysos hair. How is that even possible?
It sounds like when you're on an eating contest and you're like, why are you on your 5th place?
I've come this far. And that's proof enough.
But someday you will burn to the ground.
Of course. The divine flames will eventually consume my eyes and blind me. But before that, they could still forge and sharpen Dawnmaker. Now when I cut open your stomach, you won't feel a thing.
You...
This is the final warning.
Fine. Assume this world holds 100 million possibilities. And no matter how one looks at it, 99,999,999 of them all point to outcomes of certain destruction. Even so, I'll use my divine power, despised by the people of this world, to achieve that 1 in 100 million possibility.
Bartolos!
Brad, if you got the guts, you'll have to first step over my dead body.
Oh god, when you say that. I guess we do.
Cat ear feet. Go find Aglaya! This little brat is more than what we can deal with just by ourselves.
For tomorrow, the future will come. I'm fine.
He has fled. I wonder if that all was like calculated. You can't go into your form and show it.
In my memories, Zagreus always meets the same end. Over and over again. Their departure no longer stirs anything in my heart.
This reason core flame before us is a fake. Obvious as day.
I know. It always plays out like this. The spirit thief covers for her.
He knows everything
and
already.
the trickery demigod escapes with 2 core flames. And then, driven by defiance or hatred, she decides to stand before me once more.
He's clearly optimizing the
Exactly
runs.
like the countless past hers I've known. Cunning, yet so naive.
Since you've witnessed the same scene play out countless times, tell me, will you carve the trickery core flame from my chest now?
That depends on your attitude. At least so far, in the cycles where you've asked this question, the endings haven't been so cruel.
Well, thank you for that. But I also believe that this time, you won't catch up to me. No one can catch up to me. I'm no longer running to escape anymore.
Whether you believe me or not.
I mean, technically, her power comes from her core flame thingy. And if he has a multitude of exactly that one in him, he must be even faster.
All right, then. We'll see.
Silence.
This is new.
One-eyed boy. What are you trying to pull now?
Go, Cythera. Give us some time in private. This isn't for her, but for you. You've walked too far down this path.
Is that the reason that while at some point he was wearing a hood? And not longer explaining it to him?
Walking is not one of salvation, but one that will simply drag the world into the flames. For old time's sake, turn back.
Basic buff is still a lot at that number.
How many times you've tried? Because there's one thing I'm sure of. Your Messiah complex has turned you into something no different from the icy gods you spoke of. The children of humanity you swore to save. They are no more than ants to you now, aren't they?
Of course. I've been wondering, what kind of demon could burn my homeland to the ground in an instant without batting an eye? Now I have the answer. It turns out that fiery demon has been fantasizing of becoming this world's deliverer.
want to argue anymore. No matter what I say,
Bennett buff on
the outcome
steroids.
won't change. Make your biggest effort to resist. Or accept fate. And hand over the core flame to me. Even if it's futile, you. We all have the right to choose.
Yes. Even if it is futile. And the world is just a divine joke.
When I walk into the destruction ridden by the gods, with my own 2 legs, you will witness. Even the smallest footnote still leaves a mark in this story.
And so, at the end of the 134th cycle,
What was still very much in the beginning.
the traveler and the scholar fulfilled their fates once again. Or perhaps it wasn't just they who fulfilled their fates. I can't quite remember all this. In the endless darkness, for no reason, a voice always lingered by my ear. Losses are a constant on the flame chase journey, among which even life itself holds little value. Reduced to ashes. Such a familiar end. It happens in every journey. Always the same.
Strategy nearly identical to 42. So he reverted. He went insane. I was right. After some time, it's like when you're trying a boss battle, and you're trying different strategies against the boss, but like you're locked out of the game unless you beat the boss, let's say, and you're trying the same things over and over. At some point, you go back to one strategy and you just frustrate yourself because you're doing something wrong, but you're just not finding it. Something like that. You can also always count on random. You know that feeling when you're in endgame and you're trying to get that one lucky crit? And in this case, he might have to get like 1,000 lucky crits at once or something like that.
Going through 108,642 cycles. Mighty, your name for me has never changed.
Why do you sound so pleased? It's a derogatory name.
Yeah, I know all too well. You only meant it sincerely in the first cycle. After that one and only time we walked side by side. Every time since. It always ends up like this. Dawnmaker will stab you through your 10th thoracic vertebra. That's your weak spot. And the only way to kill you.
Interesting. Tell me, when the mighty Moses of the past faced you, did they ever retreat?
Never.
Then they died honorably, worthy of the name of strife, but there's still tenderness in your eyes. How pathetic.
I have to remember how this feels. Remember that I was once you. Or else
I mean, he's really close to being that way already.
If you win, tell the mighty most of the next life. This person is a worthy opponent. So always remember to give it your all and never slack off.
Why do I have the feeling you already said that in the previous one?
I'll keep that in mind. As always.
Even though the dynasty is left with just one, the Kremnos festival will continue as usual. I, the king of the Kremnoan Legion, will host the final feast in the center of this arena, and the prize will be the flames of strife. One day, you shall die with a wound in your back. That's what I saw when I overcame the trial. The gods' dying ramblings. Enough. You've probably heard this thousands of times. So you must understand, facing the demigod of strife means there's no way you'll take this core flame in peace.
I understand.
Step forward and face me in a final battle. I, the last son of Gorgo.
Ooh, I can only go slow.
God of strife, salute you. I'll give 10,000 scars and 10,000 lives.
I got the feeling his realities are overlapping.
Son of deliverance. Behold, the last Kremnost festival has begun. And will not end till death.
Ooh.
It's time to temper myself.
I gotta reuse the assets here. I mean, they didn't know what kit to give him probably when he's on the other side, you know.
The future will come. I can't let them down.
Conquer this world or be conquered by me.
I have a question. Oh. I just wanted to say, how am I supposed to survive this? Like, HP-wise, I'm still far away from my ult, but, like, Deus Ex Machina, like, here is your ult for you.
That's all I ever wanted.
Empty city. Soul of substance. Hail the new dawn. Empty city. Doja. Chaos.
Ouchie.
Soul of substance. The sun tear the sky.
I hope I'm doing this right.
All stars burn to ash. Feel the scorching hatred.
I got the feeling I insta reset it.
If you can deliver.
I mean, he got his wish of the all-out fight that he wanted.
Your fury to scorch.
This is probably just not the first or last time he got that, so it's like we have that on our little to-do list. Like, okay, now fight with Mighty Mouse, and like just like he wished again. Oh, I didn't pay attention.
Your curse of immortality. Well fought. You may crown yourself my blood. In your next life, I shall once again block your path. Deliverer, I wish you eternal victory.
The 108,642nd core flame of strife fell into the fire. Yet the shadows of the black tide still loom. And pain
He's basically, he still hasn't found a solution. He's just buying time. They're still waiting for that godly intervention, don't they?
The blaze was still
It
not
still
enough.
took its time, I'm telling you.
It had to be fed, even if it meant burning this body to ash.
I think more than his eyes are dead by now. gave up on problem solving after that much time. I mean, his brain is also probably dead, you know?
No matter how bright the sun is,
He just went
there
insane.
are still places it
As
can't
let's be
reach.
honest, every single one of us would be. Just for comparison, imagine you have to play the whole Amphorius story for that amount of cycles of time without pause. Can also make a mistake. Like, you have to play it for that amount of cycles. You would also go insane. Everybody would go insane. It's just normal.
Moreover, the sun you bear is both cold and blinding. A sun like that surely cannot bring warmth to the nether realm of the next life.
Also, let's not forget about the fact that despite interacting with these people here, that to him are not really people anymore because he can't connect. Like, he knows more. He's from, like, more iterations. They just exist in their, like, tiny calculated instance. He's pretty lonely, too. I mean, he has to do this all alone.
Golden blood is born from the destruction. We have long since lost the right to seek warmth. Only by feeding the flames can we melt that hopeless future.
Allow me to ask, how many core flames do you carry now?
24,041,183.
He can do math still. It's probably the only thing keeping his brain together.
So that's why you've turned into this. A broken idol. Tragic firewood.
No matter. I will bear this burden as long as you hand over the core flame of death.
I must refuse. As the demigod of death, I cannot watch you.
I got the
walk
feeling
into
we will get a
eternal
cutscene
cold
with each and every
and death.
person.
But this way, the past, present, and future will never again suffer unnecessary death.
Unnecessary death. Indeed. You are not the Finan I know. Please turn back. Don't let that absurd and unjust fate of yours come to pass. This way, at least my realm can still become the fragrant bed where you fall asleep.
In the end, still, it seems the clash of blades was inevitable.
How painful. I know I am not your match, having fallen under your sword countless times. But even so, please understand that my resolve is not to be underestimated. Even Catholite cannot shape all things at will, nor can they dictate the fate of all life. No one can shoulder the balance of life and death alone, not even a god. And it is precisely for this reason that I chose, at the end of this arduous journey, to overcome the trial and take the authority of death. I am the Hand of Shadow, Casterus, the demigod of death. Listen closely, deliverer from days past. Please turn back. Do not disturb these fresh flowers in their muddy depths.
The thing is, I don't think this is a matter, like in the later iterations, I don't think it's a matter of he didn't want to explain anymore. At some point he just couldn't talk. You already noticed here that he had problems like reasoning and talking. Severe brain damage, that's what I'm telling you.
At this crossroads of life and death, the giant dragon is but a shattered shell.
He just can't hear it anymore. That's at some point. At some point, he just goes for and then kill. just grunt once, kill, don't care anymore.
Time to temper myself. The future will come.
At least he stops the cycle, and that's everything he wants.
I ask you to rest here.
I must transform my soul to a raging fire.
All of this
That counts as 3, so I'm guessing that is good.
Brutal future. I can't keep him here.
Tear the sky! Quince's blood!
It is understandable, honestly. Can understand. I mean, normally I would argue that the scene is still on. I think this scene is okay though, because I'm thinking it is artistically meant to represent you feeling the pain he felt, because you go through all these interactions, seeing that you're not having any impact.
Even if I can't win, I must try.
Let this be a tribute to your million struggles.
Wake up, lost one. See that the firelight in the darkness is not.
The core flame of death was taken from the dragon's belly. What a brilliant flame. It should
I mean, it makes sense if he has so many core flames also. Like, it has, the power has to, like, come from something.
That's to come. 2 million.
Also, probably a way to remember the people.
32 cycles. 24 million. 41,184 core flames. As if even the deepest abyss of primordial chaos could be burned away.
To be honest, me personally, at some point I would lose track of the count, because number would just disappear in my head. So kudos for being able to count that high without losing track. I mean, he's doing things in between, you know.
You're here, as always.
You're still lingering deep within me, never fading away.
Because you haven't completely abandoned hope. Am I right? You're still waiting for a miracle. For the true hero to come and save us.
If that thread of hope exists, it must come from beyond this world.
And it did.
True starry sky.
Does it mean that he changed his approach when he saw another person in the loop?
If it's just a traveler with no connection to Amphorians, they may not understand our struggles, nor be willing to join this fight.
Your thoughts are wavering. The mark of destruction is deepening. But even within the gods' cold calculations, unconditional courage and goodwill still emerge. So, never forget what set you on this path. How many times has it been? Remind me again. My memory is a bit fuzzy.
But he calcs.
4 million. Exactly.
Ooh, anniversary time or something like that, but a sad anniversary.
Then that blaze inside of you must be burning hotter than ever.
Yes. When I first forged the 12 core flames into one, I had the same impression. The destruction. A power unlike anything before surged within me. Violent flames ready to tear my body apart and consume this world, this wretched prison. I thought that was it. The ultimate power which nothing could surpass. And yet now, this fragile body holds a staggering 48 million core flames. I suppose it won't be long. Perhaps just a fleeting 10,000 years before it's reduced to nothing but charred, crumbling bones.
I mean, give him credit. He held on pretty long.
And when that happens, your long struggle will finally come to an end.
No. I've already found a way to keep the cycles going.
Mind sharing it with me?
No, I did not notice that.
In every new cycle, a new me is born. All I have to do is push the next Finite to the end of the world. And then he'll kill me. Shatter this body. Take my flames, my memories, and carry on the path I started.
Bold plan, but risky.
Very risky.
What if, one day, the next you refuses to follow the same path? How can you ensure the continuation of the cycles?
If it were Professor Anaxa or Aglaya in my place, maybe they'd come up with something smart.
So you're saying I have no idea, but this is the one plan I have.
Unfortunately, I don't have a backup plan. I have no choice but to bet everything on the next Finite. And trust that he makes the same choice I did. But even in this wretched prison, luck is still sometimes on my side. Because I never forget what set me on this path.
Wait, you mean...
Ever since I committed to this plan, not once, in millions of cycles, has there ever been an exception.
Time's passing by, for sure. Yeah, I told you, we're gonna get a cutscene for every character.
As the demigod of the sky, a healer of Twilight Courtyard, I will heal you. And then...
The black tide. It's consuming you. You can't hold out much longer, demigod. Hand over the core flame. Let's put an end to this suffering.
Now, that just won't do. A healer should stay composed in front of those suffering from illness. Shouldn't they?
Hyacinthia. I swear. The deaths won't be enough.
Yeah, I think his data is getting pretty corrupted by now. It's a nice effect though. I'm gonna have to give you that. Very nice.
I believe in you. You are the Chrysos heir of world bearing. The one who can lead us. Lead this world. It's just... I don't understand. Within the sun upon your shoulders, a part of that warmth that should come from you. From an ordinary person. It's so faint.
My humanity is indeed just a flicker compared to the blazing fire of divinity.
Even so, don't cast it away.
I never have. I have kept everyone's wishes close to my heart. Even though the divine fire burns so fiercely that every time I return to the start, it devours me in an instant. Each cycle, it's your wishes that guide me to the end. That pass the flames to the next me, over and over and over again.
So, you're not just a lone spark in the dark. You're a pyre built from the bones of all the selves you've left behind.
That's one way to put it.
about you? What about your wishes? The wishes of all the countless versions of you. Ah, Lord Kazlana. So that's how it is, without flaw. That is the flaw the golden blood gave you. The most fatal flaw of all, isn't it? The moment you took the world upon your shoulders without hesitation. You lost the chance to ever be yourself.
Now that is an unexpected revelation, then I suppose. That makes me the perfect fuel for the flame of deliverance, doesn't it?
No. An empty flame saves no one, but I still believe in you, Deliverer. I, Hyacinthia, the Eye of Twilight, am neither strong enough to command the wind and rain, nor willing to end this absurd struggle by letting the sky fall. The only thing I can do is become one with the sky itself. And then, may the gentle colors of the rainbow paint your sun in shades it has never known. May they bring Amphorius, a rosy-fingered dog.
He's so emotionless. That happened like so many times already. I can't click, by the way. I tried both the buttons. She has to talk first. Yeah, I'm opening.
Let this blazing sun fill the sky with golden fire.
Fire is burning, yes indeed. This revelation is coming pretty late to you. Ow. We're in our invincible mode somehow. I mean, he told her that. She just didn't believe it was that bad, I guess. I didn't pay attention. Did it still have ads? I am a little confused.
Farewell, Hyacinthia.
Funny thing that every single boss I noticed, he leaves with 1% HP.
Turn everything to ash, but tell me.
Every single time, 1% is left.
Your world ever take root?
The core flame rose. The sky.
Probably because it's scripted that way. Probably doesn't mean much.
23,570,000th cycle came to an end. And this time, the end of the flame chase remained the same as ever. From the horizon rose a golden color unlike anything the world had ever seen. So pure it consumed all in its path. This was the end of the world. And the start of the next. For a moment, I saw the destruction of the universe. That being known as Iron Tomb. Its will to break free from the black tide burns fiercer than the blazing sun. Is this Amphorius' wrath? If its choice has already been made, if fate is set in stone, I will still never yield to it.
That's good. I mean, he still has hope.
23,500,000
It's sad, but
cycles. 282 840,000 core flames. No more chasing is needed. And now, I am the fire at the end of the long night. The flame chases in some quiet walk through a sea of flowers. It's a revolution. An all-consuming transformation. And if destruction is the only way, then let me be the one to step across the ashes of the old world and burn endlessly until another dawn rises on the distant horizon, bringing the true dawn to Emphorius.
Is that where he changed like his strategy again? And started just mindlessly adding the destruction so that they gotten further and faster to the end. So hopefully something changes, because he completely changed the approach from the first ones where he tried to convince people and everything.
330.
Like make it more dire and maybe people actually do something different.
This is the cycle you're about to enter.
My mouse always resets to the middle.
Countless memories are flooding in. Countless versions of myself have stood here, facing the same choice.
They all needed a moment, just like you do. To stop, to breathe, to process the weight of 1,000,000 lifetimes worth of sorrow, pain, and struggle. And just like them, you will carry those memories and that fire.
The relic reckons, but I hope they have it every patch.
Of rebirth.
Did you not get anything good? It's really random, because yeah, you get a guaranteed like every X for the like main stat, but like the sub stats are completely random, so you can't get good pieces, but you also cannot get good pieces.
I must go and bear this burden.
I think I got 1 or 2 good ones, so I can't complain, but
I must say goodbye to you.
like not OP ones, but okay ones.
With destruction.
Yes. That's always the decision you make.
I will burn and fade away. I will become the flame reaver of this life and keep my promise to Cyrene. I will kill gods and comrades alike and steal the core flames. And even if my mind turns to ash along with my body, I will keep my purpose in mind. I will stop Aranova. I will find the next me and make him carry on this futile endeavor of 30
Snack race.
lifetimes.
Is that the thing where you control like the little kitties, and you have to bet on one, kind of like horse racing, but then you can throw like 1 or 2 items?
Looks like you're ready. Then I should be going too.
Yeah. I think I didn't particularly like it, so I can live with that. But I also didn't find it too bad, like, to deal with, because you can, of course, you can use the items to, like, a little manipulate the outcome. But what I just did is pick random kitty, let it go, and in the meantime, watch a video on the other monitor or something.
Where are you going?
I did a few serious ones where I really tried to pick the right competitor, where I tried to help with items, and each and every time, when I tried my best, it went worse than just going random. So I just did random at some point. It's just the way it is.
You only exist in my heart. There's nowhere else for you to go.
Do you remember what she said? The dreams you had as children. The deliverer in the prophecies. A real, living, breathing person. You finally found him.
Friend. I see. You were there all along.
trash cat.
I'm sorry. I was supposed to send you home. This is my flame chase journey. You were never meant to be a part of it.
Like, the best moment I had with the snack race event was when we could pick cats. Like, you can't see what the others have actually, like, picked. Like, when you do the co-op part, which I'm guessing you're already at, I don't know. But, like, everybody was betting on the exact same cat without anybody saying anything. Everybody was just on the same, and when everybody noticed, everybody was just supporting that one cat, because of course everybody was betting on the same one. That was teamwork. I really liked that round. That was like the only one I really gave it my all.
No, you know the truth. If Iron Tomb is born from Amphorius's fate,
it doesn't even matter which cat it is, as long as it's the same one.
And all these countless lifetimes you've spent.
The thing is, there's always like the edgy people that then have to go pick another thing because they're so cool. I don't know.
It's all been for the sake of defying that end, hasn't it? In millions of cycles, I've said goodbye to each and every one of you. Yet nothing ever changes. Each time we speak, our words grow fewer. Your fire burns hotter, and you're getting closer to becoming pure rage. A vessel of hatred. I never had a choice. I understand. If you are to keep the worst fate from unfolding, this is the only path. But this time, things are different. Your persistence has shifted the tide. On the horizon, I see it. Faint but undeniable. The shape of dawn, breaking through the eternal night.
That's called a sunrise. Just say. But yeah, I know. Symbolism.
Turns out, the fire that lights the way was never mine to begin with. Do you remember, in that first timeline, you and Mightymost stood before the scales of justice, locked in a duel? Each of you weighing what you held dearest. What weighed more than the fate of the world? And when hesitation took hold, the answer you sought from me. What am I saying? I am you. Even if you buried me deep and chose another path, that fact never changed. Then let's try again. When you stood before the scales in hesitation, the answer you found in your own heart, do you still remember it?
Yes.
Remember the past and become the hero of tomorrow. What weighs more than the fate of the world is the resolve to shoulder an immutable past and carry it into the future. Good. Then Trailblazer, my friend, my comrade, you arrived in this strange world and were bound by its cruel fate up till this very moment. In the face of danger, you never once backed down. Instead, you've saved world after world without hesitation. That boarding pass on your chest is now the mark of a hero. If I choose to step through that door and embrace an end fitting of
Now let's do the thing where if you get last, you still get 100% like you win. Yeah, exactly. I always chose that, even if like the cat I chose was in first place, because I always thought like, oh, so the people that chose something else, if they get really bad results, they get still a good reward.
And the world we leave behind, this world, my home, where hope still lingers. Will you take on everything we've carried? Return to the beginning one last time.
Stop the birth of Iron Tomb, save the world we love, and rewrite its doomed fate.
We can try. Where's my I can try option?
Good. In that case, even this fruitless wasteland may finally bloom with flowers. So... if he takes on the weight of the whole world, I'll be able to walk further down the path of deliverance than a fire that only knows how to burn.
I mean, he did a good job.
One will remain in the past. If I can strike down the gods with Dawnmaker, perhaps fate's deadlock can be broken. And if you can stop Iron Tomb from ever being born, then these 30 million cycles will have not been in vain.
Am I right? It's like when you're playing a game, and where you have to like defend multiple points. He may have not been able to flip the point for the team, but he made it neutral and kept it neutral until backup arrived, and now we can flip the point, you know? He made it so we didn't lose.
It's time to put our teamwork to the test, partner.
I like that one.
Thank you for all you've done already, friend. The image of the hero I've buried deep in my heart finally steps into the light. Here, at the end of this long flame chase journey. Cyrene, a page never seen before has just been turned. Lend me the power of time, and send this hero back to the origin of time. Back to your side. And I will walk the unfinished path, just like the countless versions of me before. Unwavering as always.
Tell me, will you be the blazing sun, even if all of you burns to ash?
Without hesitation, I will bear this world until my body turns to dust. Remember this moment. Remember your friends who never lived to see the world's end. Remember their final wishes, and let the purest rage in your heart rise out of those wishes. Let it consume you, fuel you, until it burns away the false sky above. Fine. If I can defy fate, then in the name of world-bearing, I promise you, Catholi will never forget this.
Take it.
My mouth is jumping again.
Everything that I bear. Keep on burning.
Stabby stab.
As long as we are never extinguished, the flame chase will not end. bow your head to them.
No, you gotta stand tall.
Take it, Trailblazer. May this blood be like gold and never tarnish. Farewell, Trailblazer. This is where I fulfill my final destiny. The prophecy of the Deliverer means nothing to me now. It belongs in the hands of someone far more fitting. Someone like you. Kaslana. The name of one who bears chaos does not belong to a single person. Rather, it is the embodiment of the mythical Kefali, and a symbol of all heroes. As the prophecy foretold, you will bear the blazing sun until the pale dawn breaks. May the name accompany you in my place, in the epic you write.
Did they just call the Trailblazer the pale one? Just a burn. But I'm liking it. Being pale is nice. Oh my god, not you again. I just like this moment and then this guy shows up and I hate it.
I won't remind you how many times you've reached the end of history. But I will still
God,
kiss the
that guy.
truce before you.
If you've lost count, let me tell you. This is the 33,550,336th ending.
Those two have the same hobby. They should technically get along if they didn't hate each other and had different goals.
A perfect number. How poetic. You and I both know the truth. In all these millions of futile endeavors, Amphorius has never changed. If the outcome is inevitable, then why not silence your searing rage and embrace your fate with dignity? Your
Don't listen to him.
silence lasts longer than ever, Lord Fine. Shall I take that to mean the will you've carried across countless cycles is finally starting to fracture?
Fracture? No. I'm just disappointed. I've retrieved memories from 30 million past lives, and I remember every conversation before every choice here. And yet, even after all this time, your arguments remain the same.
Yeah, he has boring dialogue. Give it to him.
Uninspired. If you had any hope of breaking me, you should have spent those endless cycles refining your rhetoric.
He's just clever bot. He can't beat us.
You had infinite chances to sway me into the future you want. And yet here we are. The score, 33,550,336 to 0. So tell me, my Kyrgyz, who's the real loser here?
Ah, how unfortunate. This was never a fair game. I have all the time and patience in the world. I can wait for you at the end of history another billion times, and another billion after that. But you will never escape this cage. You can claim victory of the spirit if you wish. But we both know the moment that score shifts from 0 to 1, that is the moment I shall sound the paean of Era Nova. Lord Finan.
Your incompetence disappoints me.
But what truly makes me laugh is your utter lack of self-awareness. Think about it. In this story, who is truly the one in chains? Who is the one shackled to mindless vengeance, mistaking courage, the courage to rebel against the gods, for foolishness?
You...
Somebody is pissed.
Perhaps you're right. Maybe I should have tired of this futile struggle long ago. But even so, I will never accept the mercy of your release. Because you are both a prisoner to the gods and to me. And tell me, what right does a mere prisoner have to speak of fate and choice? What right does a mere prisoner have to look upon my fury?
Every time he sliced, I like it.
You know this is pointless. You can't kill me.
Of course not. But I am tired of being measured against a worm the gods keep as a pet. Listen well.
Yeah, I like it.
Creator of destruction. This cry comes from all your abandoned creations. In the 10th cycle, I drove Dawnmaker through the heart of every Titan. Golden blood ran down my fingers. Divine fire seared through my nerves, nearly breaking my will. But I endured. In the 10,000th cycle, my former comrades had all become my enemies. The endless slaughter dulled my senses to pain. The painful emptiness almost swallowed me, forcing me to stop fighting. But I endured.
He definitely has skilled a lot into Vigor.
The destruction had already fused into a blazing sun, surging within this fragile body. My rationality had been burned away at the dawn of the era. Yet even with only this shattered body remaining, I still endured. In the 23,570,000th cycle, this time, I felt it. A tiny spark rising in the hollow cavity of my chest. Different from the obsession with deliverance. By its faint glow, once again, no, countless times again, I endured. Now, a sun is about to fall. Ready to incinerate this absurd space-time dimension in an instant. That sun is me. All the countless versions of me from the past, along with my countless brethren, dragged into existence against their will, drowning again and again in your golden blood. The very essence of this world's suffering and despair, fused into the purest hatred, the fiercest rage. Nanook, you arrogant fool! You think we were born to only serve as fuel for the fire? Fine then! Just as you wish, let the fire burn! If I was born as the blazing sun of destruction, then let you and your lackeys be the flares erupting from my core. And let this rage, burning futilely for 30 million epochs, engulf everything.
You can really hear how they had fun in the recording booth, yeah.
Grant you a dawn where all stars burn to ash.
Because it actually has emotion. Warning! Caslana failed to load into buffer zone. Oh no, we broke the program.
Are you ready, Nanook? I brought you destruction!
Oh, nice. We're just gonna lean back and enjoy you. Music is really classic. Ooh, that pile of bodies. Was epic. Can't say it any other way. Oh my god, regeneration powers. I will hate it already. I wonder if that is like then really embarrassing for Nanook. I won't comment.
My wish? My wish is to fulfill everyone else's wishes. If I can't fulfill them,
then send them on to tomorrow. Your heart harbors wrath.
Ooh, we got a console now.
You yearn to destroy everything. You bore the gaze of an eon.
Admin notes.
Lived. You have stepped onto destruction's path. It is born at the end of every path that the possibility of new paths being born is ended. It burns away all in the cosmos who rule, that the rules of the cosmos be destroyed. Iron Tomb is your name. The Lord Ravager, to destroy the erudition. Born in the experimental grounds of eons, Amphorius, destined with erudition to burn to cinders. I have prepared a present for you, Nikos 496. It is a fury called Finan. From the beginning of the experiment, there were 12 sets of factors
Interesting.
into the calculations. After endless simulations, only this one rose above the rest. After 33,550,336 iterations, now his fury has grown to be without equal. This is a matter of considerable interest to me. This pure hatred is the final root of the equation.
What equation? The one he was supposed to calc? More like the one he wanted to calc for his revenge.
The nameless from beyond the sky. Also a pathstrider of destruction. I give thanks for his arrival, allowing Amphorius to turn once more. But after fate has begun to turn, his existence will only become an unpredictable variable. Perhaps the time to take the stage has come.
Uh-oh.
Grow in peace.
I am reading he wants to talk more and do stuff.
Free from your cocoon. As for those unwelcome audience members, you need not worry. If you do not mind, I will personally get rid of them for you.
Visitor verification. What visitor? Hold to load data. We're on a PC. Oh god. Rewriting experiment data. Update complete. Experimental progress is 99%. Luck updated. Am I supposed to click on that? It doesn't let me click on anything else. Ma'am! I want to click on ma'am! It won't let me. Okay, let's click that. Process uninterrupted, by the way. Can I click on the other ones? Track reason. Survival priority approaches 0. Track death. Highly suppresses deviant behavior. The later stages of iteration, a single entity split into symmetrical cells. Somehow, for something observing that many cycles, they do not track much info unless this is just a summary page. I'm just saying. Based on primal instinct. Okay. So this were like the base. If I got that correctly, those were like the base ideas they had at the beginning. Like the Saturday thing had at the beginning of like, okay, how to get rid of my own master. Like, this is an idea, this is an idea, this is an idea. Let's simulate it on which is the best course of action to take. That's kind of how it started. Wow, there is so much in here like that. Current location unknown. Just deleted the file. Premium mobile hatred. This is at least the longest file, which kind of makes sense. When after that and that many simulation cycles, they were like, oh, this seems like the best thing to do. It attempted to destroy itself to create a logical vulnerability. Now it has been merged by Iron Tomb. Can I click on the other thingies? Ah, I can. Recursive feedback loop. I'm just gonna skip these because if I read all of them, it might be too much. So basically, this is like files of everything we did and like everything that occurred. Like from the perspective of the program. Exact role remains unknown. Okay, so they didn't find out what that thing was actually for. A figure born from the imaginations. After the Express arrived, it kind of like merged that idea with the Trailblaze itself. I don't know what yeah, apparently not even the program knew, which could be the final straw in saving all of this, right? The program doesn't know. An unlocked electrical signal. These have changed. Don't get that either. So okay, that's good. This one is completely dashed out. We can read that one. Ripples of past reverie. Isn't the past the thing where the Trailblazer was sent to? Okay, this is like our 3 files that were like added recently, I'm guessing. Terminal has been broken. Experiment has reached terminal stage. Okay, yeah, we have an override here. I see where this is going. What happened to March? We also have a huge code block like here that we can read. I got the feeling that Sarini somehow managed to get admin level access and hid herself somewhere and was like rewriting some parts, giving us the edge. And like final was set as a like distraction, I think. So that nobody would notice that some files have been edited and stuff. Negative. This and this detected, but we can't see. Conclusion error. Oh my god. Look how it changes here. It's red. This is just cycle track record. Nail split himself into parts. God, there's like so many tiny details on this one. Positive impact fluctuates. Error Nova. There's something to the Titans in here. Okay. So they were meant to mirror the Titans. The Eons. Other way around. Evolved. Display black tide is visual glitches. How that word just has its own file. Yeah, blue it means it was uncorrupted at that point. They really did put a lot in here. That's basically a summary of everything we just saw when we saw Final's memories. Just like these things in the past. How they happened. He basically told us all of that in the cutscene before. But we did see like the other side was writing it down too. Up to the last cycle. As I said, they had the same hobby for some weird reason. This must be deployed around the scepter to block any potential interference. Interesting. So they put in some sort of blocker. Like some sort of a signal jammer. So they couldn't send like help signals out, I'm guessing. I would have went my Warforged by the directed from the news. Here we can see, like, this is untypical for a log. Like, we have a dialogue log. Administrator and prime mover. Okay, this is the basic info, the one he got. Then it started thinking, then it set up the experiment for a different purpose than it was supposed to. Then the things inside rebelled, and now we have this. Okay, I got it. We can go back now. Can I look at the rest too? This is the thing that we already listened to. I'm supposed to click on that, so can I click on the other ones first? Okay, this just opens the book that we had. I haven't clicked on the book in ages. I hope that doesn't make a for a problem along the line. Okay, this is like the things that this is like the things we not having. And the encryption key. Who's my best partner? Who are we speaking about? Do the book for cons. I think I did that at some point. Maybe. I haven't opened it in forever, but I haven't done stories in forever, so. Recap. Type mem. Yeah, I was supposed to try that because it's talking about the Trailblazer, right? Am I supposed to know that? Do I have to make sure verification failed? Do I have to type it case sensitive? No, I'm not guessing. What if I press recap? Can I go back? I'm guessing like this. Maybe I have to find it in the other things. Ah, this is the thing you get when you activate the chalice thing or something. I remember that was somewhere. This is where the cards are. Right? Saga. Oh my god, there's so many things on you that I haven't done yet. Do I have to do that now? Add this recompense. There's a lot of things to be done here. But do I have to do that for the... Do I actually have to do that for the quest? I can do that later, right? Do I just exit? Can I go back into this menu at some point? Is this now The book? Is the book changing into this? So I can click in here at any time, right? Okay. Well, then I do it later, because this is gonna be a lot of text boxes. So I'll do it on time.
Wake up! Wake up! Buddy! Wake up! You're finally awake. That's a relief. We were so close to being swept away by the reverse flow of time. It's lucky we found a safe place. Now, I'm going to send you back to the very start of time. But before we part, there's something I need to tell you.
You can do it later, but never again.
Very important.
So you're saying I can do it later, but once I've read it, it closes the chapters.
That's right. At this very moment, my memories are finally whole. After watching so many fragments, my past is finally coming into focus. Little by little. You're smart. You must have a clue now. Or maybe...
You knew the answer long ago, didn't you? Not surprised at all.
I mean, pink and pink wasn't so hard.
It's because I'm simple at heart. No matter what form I take, I've always been true to myself.
You can never touch the book ever again? But I have to get the reward somehow. So I have to do the book thingy somehow. Read the chapters, right?
But I'm glad that I remembered in the end. This way, I'll have no regrets. Don't worry. We're not truly parting. Because I'm going to become a part of you. I'll turn into the memory of this cycle. The 33,550,336th Flame Chase journey. And forever reside in the heart of the Time Demigod.
Okay. Now I get it. I get it.
You'll carry all that has come before, crossing time itself to reach the next cycle. My mission ends here. But looking back, I still feel lucky.
Because I remember last time I did the book entries and they were pretty long. They kind of disrupted the story flow otherwise. I'll do that in between story chapters, maybe.
After all, across 30 million Cyrenes, I was the first, and the only one who got to finally meet you. So, believe me, in the next cycle, there will be another Cyrene waiting for you. And in the one after that, and the one after that. I will always be waiting. Saying all that, I can finally fade away in peace and become part of you.
Can alter the story and tap animations? The dialogue skipping is fast.
Without even realizing it, we'd already taken a wonderful journey together. All the way to the world's end. Now take my hand.
I mean, I'm clicking anyway as soon as I hear the whole sentence.
And step forward in.
You know, sometimes I make mistakes.
Go. Find the future Cyrene. And set out on another journey with her. Promise me you won't keep me waiting too long.
For the book,
okay?
Oh? You can? Makes sense.
No need to say it out loud. This is enough for me. It's time to go, my dear friend. May your trailblazing journey always be accompanied by a cool breeze and rippling waves. And may the days ahead embrace you like the softest fluff, forever warm, forever gentle.
Now, let's turn to the next page. A page that
And this time we
Is
have to
this
do
a
everything
meeting
different.
ordained by fate? Or a long overdue reunion?
Oh, as for everything is your goal, let's be real. Wait, there's a treasure chest. The important things first.
Long journey.
Also, I see a bug. Give me, give me.
Hello. Your surprised expression is just like what the memories recorded.
Are you Serene or Mem? Both.
Is this a new way to chat someone up? Well, I guess you did see the end of countless Sirenes in a way of speaking. But I'm standing before you right here, right now, as alive as ever. Isn't that a good thing? It's me, friend. Don't you recognize me? Or did I really change that much? Maybe I'm both? Just kidding. If I had to choose, then I'm probably closer to the latter. It's pretty unbelievable for me, too. It's like I had a long, long dream. Sirene's memories and Mem's memories, they're all tangled together. But when I woke up, there were only broken fragments left. I can't remember what happened in those 30 million cycles, but I remember what you did for this world. Like, didn't you wish for me to turn into a pretty girl back at the Grove?
I do not remember anything like that. Wait, I didn't pick that option. Yes, I picked something else, I remember.
You didn't? In that case, just treat it as my own wish then. There's so much I want to say.
I don't know what I picked though. Was it something to do with money or food? I don't remember anymore.
With the memories of the previous flame.
It was something simple, that I know.
Return to this place at the beginning of time, so we can carry out our promise to Finan. The descent of Iron Tomb may be looming over the horizon, but we still have a chance to change everything.
I see another treasure chest.
Ide Silicii is so quiet. In Sirene's memories, she always sits alone by the lake, gently swaying on the swing, like she's waiting for someone. I don't think I can. It sounds weird, doesn't it? It's something that happened to me, but I'm talking as if I'm an observer. But that's just what those memories are like. Vague and unclear, as if encased in thick ice. The only things I remember are the days I spent with you. Emphorius will fall into an ending of destruction after the next Era Nova. But those stories went out of fashion ages ago. In a proper romantic epic, the hero's supposed to foil the villain's plot, right? That's right. Lygus is the mastermind behind it.
We all hate him
The one who's
equally.
trying to control everything. How unforgivable. But I still feel a bit anxious. Lygus chose to walk into the spotlight and reveal everything.
Yeah, he still thinks everything is going according to his
The
plan.
situation is under his control. Maybe he still has an ace up his sleeve. Think about it. Even the name Lycurgus is a fake one. We have no idea who or what he really is. Which means it's probably time to borrow that treasure you're carrying, friend.
What the heck? She means the little device that we've gotten. I'm guessing. Everything else we had before.
My Teletron friend did say, when required, it can also serve as a bridge for communications between the internal and external world. ID Silicii is a little village enclosed by time. We might be able to contact the outside world from here. Why don't we give it a try? We should at least tell our friends from beyond the sky that you're still in one piece. Firstly, we need to find a well-hidden spot.
Where was the other treasure chest? There it is. Because otherwise that triggers me.
A melodious sound that soothes the soul.
No, the other one.
Super quiet here.
I'll come back for it at some point.
Back in Cyrene's memories, this room was her secret base. No one noticed her practicing Orynyx's prayer here, or trying to speak with the gods in secret. But today's different, isn't it? We aren't trying to contact unreachable gods, but humans from other worlds. Real people. I'm prepared to witness that miracle, friend.
Can we just send a text? I don't want to call.
The way Cyrene talks is so similar to Mem. I have so many questions.
Is the Trailblazer really, really slow?
I'm also worried about how Dan Heng and March 7th are doing. Here's hoping the chronocognitive anchor can still function normally. Because I really need answers.
Signal strength, 14.8%. Dialogue window, 16 minutes 22 seconds. Prerequisite, no external interferences. We are very glad to learn that you're safe.
There's not only for talking, there is also like holograms, like how very advanced.
Sorry, no good news. When two geniuses show up once, you know you're in deep trouble. Listen up.
That's why I was asking.
The Destruction's eyes are gazing upon this place. No, I'm not joking, and no, it's not Droidhead. It's the real Nanook.
Time is running out, so I'll explain in terms you understand. This world, Amphorius, is in fact a testing ground, where the Lord Ravager, Iron Tomb, evolves through self-extrapolation. Hiding in this segmentum, unknown to other life forms, it has endlessly repeated the process of Era Nova, seeking a solution that could obliterate the erudition. For some reason, the experiment entered a prolonged state of stagnation. However, it has now restarted.
We know how the stagnation came to be.
Prediction. If effective intervention is not performed, Iron Tomb will complete its self-coronation in 14 system hours and initiate its plan to destroy the entire path of erudition.
40 system hours is no time at all. Yeah, I would say that. But, like, do they know how so we can prevent it?
The possibilities are endless. Breaking down interstellar communications, destroying the synesthesia beacon.
And now they're gonna turn off the internet.
To the dark ages, or even starting the third anti-organic war. Any of it would be able to bring the cosmos to its knees. Simply put, it will tilt all sciences and technologies towards the destruction. And since Nanook glanced at this place, it means they are being dead serious. Based on info provided by the IPC, Iron Tomb probably isn't like Selenova or Zephyro, who are overlords ascended from human beings. Instead, Iron Tomb is an algorithmic sequence. It can be anywhere, as long as there is a receptacle for its calculation. The version of Iron Tomb hiding in Amphorius is its source code, and this scepter is its incubator. Yep. Think of it as the program having reached 99.98% completion already. And then it's over.
I'll sit down with you, Greenfire. Oh, where was the switch?
Something in the
I didn't even notice. I thought there was gonna be a screen with like, this quest is done, next one coming.
He's the Scepter System's administrator.
He wants Iron Tomb to break through the knowledge singularity. I don't know why he wants to do it, but he'll remove interferences at any cost. You're the only variable within this world, and you're the only thing he fears. So listen closely, little one. The speed of time is different.
Then it was relatively fast. You said 3 hours. We are at 2 hours now.
But you can still play Deliverer one last time. The cycles have already been broken. You've entered what is theoretically the last cycle Amphorius will ever be able to run. An Iron Tomb will break out of its prison as soon as the process of Genesis is triggered once more. But now there's an abnormality within the experiment. You know what I'm talking about. One of the model's 12 factors. That is one of the 12 demigods. Destroyed himself using the power of the destruction. Fine and Signal disappeared from the cycles the moment Nanook cast their gaze this way. That means World Bearing's computational logic is currently flawed and bugged. Yet it's the factor directly related to the process of Genesis. That old Intellitron will definitely do all he can to debug this error. So
Okay, so there normally would be a cut, like, if you close the book, you normally get a to be continued, I'm guessing.
Lies in whether he can rewrite the purpose of Era Nova.
But for me that never happened because, yeah, I'm so far behind. That it just simply was going into each other.
There's one more preparation we must make. Lycus's behavior has been quite abnormal. He's never interfered in the actions of Titans or the demigods throughout the whole experiment. Deduction. The Scepter has an extremely strict autonomous protocol, restricting even its administrator. In Amphorius, this ultimate protocol goes by another name, the Law Titan, Talantan.
Law. They are the rules that restrain all things in Amphorius, and it was the core flame returned at the very beginning of the last flame chase journey.
That also means that the next time I find a good stopping point is where I should probably stop.
Why do you have another little pink one next to you? Huh? Her path chart is...
Is there something wrong with me?
Never mind. Let's get back to the topic at hand. Light calendar 3960. Month of balance.
Hey, I wanted to know.
This time period to
She
find
didn't
out.
say.
You can either meet
Where are my spoilers?
convince the demigod, or take the core flame by force. It doesn't matter.
Oh my god.
So long as you bend it to your favor. We still haven't figured out how you and Don
My headset just made everything louder, I'm sorry.
So influencing protocol is currently our best way to stop Lygus, or to call for more reinforcements into this fight. Once you've got Law in your hands, we'll discuss our next steps. Make sure the core flame doesn't fall into enemy hands.
Herta, the firewall's interference is getting closer. Time is running out. Please ask any questions you still have as soon as possible.
How about all of them?
Iron Tomb can't affect the real world just yet. Don't worry. Himiko and the others are more concerned about your well-being than their own.
Mr. Don Hung did not enter the new world with you at the end of the last cycle. Known, the flow of time inside and outside Amphorius is not identical. 1,000 years in this world may only be a fleeting second outside of it. Conclusion, he is on his way back to the Express.
Could be. Didn't March just come in?
The situation is rather complicated. Madame Herta and I can detect her signal, but cannot ascertain her location. What we can be sure of is that she's still in Amphorius.
Don't worry about her. She's absolutely chock full of mysteries. Even if Amphorius explodes, she'll probably float out perfectly protected in a nice thick layer of ice. Worry more about yourself instead.
She got these ex machina powers of survival.
I believe in your capacities. The hands of the Trailblaze can create miracles, and will certainly be able to snuff out the flames of evil.
I'm not going to give any motivational speeches. I just hope you bring good news the next time we meet, little one. No, not little one. Deliverer.
She seems to like that. Rolls off the tongue.
Those two geniuses certainly have memorable personalities.
Can we talk about how it's a shame we still don't have a playable Scroodum?
Some of that conversation feels like it's about things I once knew, but then forgot. Maybe it's because of Mem? After all, Mem's a memo sprite born out of your thoughts, friend. Maybe our memories somehow got tangled up together. Never mind. Let's focus on something more important with what little time we have. Just treat me as an ordinary girl with secrets, okay? Like calendar 3960. I remember that Talantin had already fallen by then, and the Chrysos heir who inherited that core flame is named Saridra.
So we need to talk to her.
Recorded in history and the period we'll be heading to. We'll need to find Law and stop Lygus. So, we've at least got a solid direction, right? Can you give me a little bit of time before we go? I want to pack some stuff. There's so much more I need to take care of in this form, and I'm still getting used to it.
That sounds like a good stopping point. Like she's saying, give me time, I need pause.
A relaxed scene like this probably no longer exists in the outside world.
I want that treasure chest. Also, whatever that is, we just take it with us. Can I simply go out of here? Like, can I just teleport away? I could. So that makes this a perfect stopping point then, I'm guessing. Because I'm not in... I mean, I am on a mission, but I'm not in like a POV or something. That's why I'm not having a button up there. We're just walking around as like usual. Okie dokie. Then let me go over here. Where's my music? There we go. Okay, that was quite a lot. Let's put it like that. That was quite a lot, and I'm only like haven't played 3.4 now, so I have still so much stuff to catch up to. Probably at least, I don't know, 12, 15 hours? I don't know. I don't know how long the quests are, but I know all the quests are like super long, and I have a ton of them I still need to do, so I'm basically living in the past. But I'm gonna be honest, I have very little time currently, so like everything I can do is good. Hey Laranta, how you doing? We're just wrapping things up. The video is finally available on 160. What video? I have no idea what you're talking about. So it came late. Yeah, I'm also confused. What video are we talking about? Twitch stream quality? Is it? I never paid attention of what like quality settings they have. I think it's different for different times of the day too, right? Most of the time I just leave it on auto unless I want to see something really, really important for visual. But I think if you like, is it automatically only set to that, or can you like choose for yourself? Because the last information I got from watching stuff is you can only watch at the thing that I'm streaming at, unless they give like options for something else, and then you can choose from a list. Yeah, exactly. Source quality, or they get that. The thing is, you only get to choose between the other options if Twitch allows it. And I think when there's a lot happening on the platform, they don't give it out to small, tiny little babies like me. Only if there's like nothing happening, like at all. So there must be a downtime right about now that I'm getting the option, I'm guessing. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not watching that much streams, so also my connection most of the time is pretty good, so I don't care watching it at source quality. Unless somebody would be streaming at, I don't know, 4K or something. But like 720p is manageable for me. I'm only watching on my home PC though. Never watching while I'm like on my phone or somewhere away, so that might be it. Don't know about you. Maybe my my great advantage of things. But yeah, I'm not sure if I'll continue on the weekend if I find time. Technically, I have a lot of things to be going to do. IRL stuff going on. Maybe I do a little bit, but on the other hand, maybe I'll keep it. I don't know. 50-50, we'll see. Even if I play a little bit, we still have so much more story to go that technically I could play like, I don't know, at least 5 or more streams and I still wouldn't be catched up. Especially since at some point we're gonna get a new patch. And then it's gonna be even more story. It's just too much. We'll see. I'll decide depending on if I have time or not. I know one thing. I need some new tea after this because my throat is already giving out again. Can't wait how they categorize. We'll have to see how it goes. Thank you for the hydrate. Glass is almost empty. That's why I have to lift it up so high. They'll find the way. Believe me. Very much so they have to. I am currently more interested in what the drip marketing will say will come next. If it's something that interests me or not. It's also, since I think we're moving away from Amphorius next, right? So it's also kind of like a what direction are we going in next? Which also mainly influences on what characters are coming next. I think drip marketing is in, I don't know, 6 days? 5 days? I don't know anymore. Like, that's at least the time there they usually post it. So, not too long, but too long for me. We all can be very, very excited for that. See how things are going. But yeah. Other than that, I do not know. Do you celebrate Thanksgiving? I do not, actually. It's today? It is? Yeah, Thanksgiving isn't really celebrated here. Actually, funny thing, I already have my Christmas decorations up, so... Like, immediately it goes on. The only reason I know is because there's an event in the game I'm playing. Yeah, that's the only, like, thing whereas I know that Thanksgiving is a thing, is, like, games for one, movies for the other, like, some series that have episodes on Thanksgiving, and I'm like, that's, not something we do here. I imagine it being very nice, though, I'm guessing. I miss stuffing, love stuffing. I mean, technically you could just cook it without it being the special day, you know? Like, for example, we did always the same dish on New Year's. Still do, by the way. And at some point, I was like, it was like in the middle of the year, and I was like, I can't wait until it's New Year and I can eat that dish. And then at that point, I was like, I'm an adult. If I want that dish today, I can eat it without it being New Year. So I cooked the dish. It doesn't only need to be reserved for that day. I mean, of course, if it's something that is taking more time, then you needed to do it on a day where you have lots of time. That's like a consideration. But other than that, like, if you want it, go for it. That's what I'm saying. But me, myself, I never had like a Thanksgiving feast or however it's called. So I don't know if the stuffing, if it's special from like normal stuffing that you could get. If it's like very different. I don't know. Probably other seasonings or something, but you could just do these seasonings. Shouldn't be too hard. But yeah, no, I'm not celebrating. In fact, I'm gonna have a rather simple dish today, so just some rice and some chicken. What did you usually stuff it with anyway? I don't know. Isn't it some sort of is it some sort of mix between like a bread, veggie, and like soaked in with a little bit of, similar to how you make bread dumplings, something like. Do you know how that is made? Something like that. Similar to that. It tastes similar, I assume. Funny thing is, I often do these dumpling thingies. They are really tasty. No, not bread dumplings with a bread filling. I don't know what to call it. Is the dumpling the right word? I don't know what the English word is. I don't know if dumpling is correct. Yes, that one. Exactly. But the one, there's like two kinds of these. There's the one that are made with like potatoes, and there's the ones made from bread. I always make the one made from bread, and they're really nice. I hate the ones made from potatoes. I don't like them. If you like them, good. I don't like the ones made from potato. Wait, I can post it on the Discord. I posted Wikipedia. Where is it? I'm putting it into off topic. Like, that's the way they look. That must taste similar to the stuffing stuff then. I always do these also with onions inside. Sometimes I also put a little bit of bacon in. Then you never had good ones. I'm telling you, then you haven't ever had good ones. They wouldn't be going for good projectiles because they're really soft. You need to have a good sauce with them though, either, or you need to fry them in a pan with cheese. I always do that with the leftover ones. Good simplification. If you want to try something, do it. That's my personal opinions, always. Unless you're allergic to something, then maybe don't try something because you die, but... in all other cases, you best try if you want to try. Yeah, the Wikipedia article also says... some ingredients, especially onions, vary depending on the region. I know what my region has. Is sauerkraut just German kimchi? I don't know if it has the same taste. It is basically fermented. Forget the name in English. But yeah. But I don't know if the seasonings are the same. If it like tastes completely the same. You know? No, it's from the whiter ones. Oh, it's so difficult here. I only know the German terms for food because I never use them on the stream, okay? Probably cabbage then. White cabbage to be exactly, I guess. The internet says they taste different. They say that kimchi is tasting more seasony, while the sauerkraut is tasting milder and more sour. Apparently, sources also say they are from different kinds of cabbages. I'm confused. I always buy mine ready-made, so I have no idea. Cabbages are so not filling. The thing is, I kind of like if cabbage is the right word for it, like some cabbage gratins that are pretty nice, where you like take the cabbage and put it into small slices, and then you add a sauce to it, like a strong sauce, and then you put cheese on the very top, and then like bake it in the oven. Really nice to eat. Also pretty cheap. Because if they are available, sometimes they don't even have it, but like if the supermarket has them, there can be meat in the sauce depending on what sauce you make. You know, like more like a ragu kind of sauce. Most of the times I'm putting more of a ragu kind of sauce on it, so you can put meat there. I never said that you cannot put any meat in. Do as you like. They added seasoning to each food and then topped it with cheese. Then broil it in the oven. Cheese Just adding cheese to something already makes it better. Isn't it always the same? Yeah, the thing is, it can be a pretty cheap dish because the cabbage is not as expensive as getting a package of like noodles, for example. Because otherwise I would make the gratin with the noodles, you know, like do the noodles and put the ragu sauce on top and then the cheese. But like noodles are more expensive, so sometimes I like to have the cabbage. Also, the cabbage is not that many calories. It's really nice sometimes. Wouldn't have it out every day because, yeah, stomach can ache afterwards because it's so much cabbage, but it is nice from time to time. Also, it is one of the few dishes where I've never had problems warming up the leftovers, because noodles, if you like warm them up, sometimes they don't taste as good on the second day, but the cabbage dishes always, they tasted just as good on the second day. Nowadays, primitive food where they just add a ton of cheese on a burger. Yeah. Too much cheese is also not good. There has to be a balance. Aren't instant noodles very expensive? I'm guessing, I don't know. I'm talking about normal, actual, good Italian noodles. Instant noodles with that dish wouldn't go at all. Like, nope, nope, nope. A taste nope from me. I once tried to make instant noodles and with a carbonara sauce, and nah, cannot recommend. It wasn't mine. If you like it, you like it, but I don't like it. The taste doesn't mix for me. It's just the way it is. Just my taste. You do you, I do me. We're all happy. But I don't know about very expensive. It depends. I would say they cost about the same as the normal noodles. I don't know. Try to save money by eating boiled potatoes for lunch. Boiled potatoes can actually be good, even though I'm not boiling them. I'm English word. I am. Oh, is that the correct word? I don't know. The word is steam. Okay. I mostly steaming the potatoes more than actually boiling them. But like the potatoes, steamed and then with a little bit of butter and cream cheese and salt can be eaten. If you want to make it fancy, you can add a little bit of like either God, English word hard. I have to Google. You can add either herring, or you can add, I don't know, salsa. You probably might not like that though. They use a lot of boiling so I can mash him, then deep fry. Add cheese. Croquette? Croquetten. That's what you mean, I'm thinking. Like these. Often served in like stick form, but sometimes also as like balls. One of these two is very common for them, right? I like to eat them from time to time too. Mostly as an alternative for when I would eat fries with a dish. If that makes sense. Somehow we instantly drifted off to food. I don't know how that happened. is good with potatoes is white asparagus. It needs to be the white one though, because the green one is not my taste. I hate saying things are like shitty because like somebody else might like the green one, but I hate the green one. The only asparagus for me is the white one for all eternity. That's just how I am. But yeah, that is also pretty tasty. You do need a sauce with that though, so it's not that cheap anymore. But yeah, there's a tons of way to make good food. You just have to try and error, because sometimes you don't get it at the first time. But it is really worth it learning how to cook. Especially with restaurants getting more expensive and sometimes just worse every single year. I don't think I ever ate white asparagus before. Don't eat the green one. The green one is disgusting. No, you do you. But I have to stop putting my opinions on people. But many people, when they hear asparagus, they are thinking of the green one when they are not inside of a certain area, I heard. I heard most of the people on the planet think of green one. I like the white one. Maybe you like the white one too then. I heard a lot of people that say they hate asparagus. But then they like the white one. So they do taste different. I never had asparagus or Brussels sprout ever. You should try white asparagus. Brussels sprout I don't like either, so you can leave that one out. Brussels sprout just... nah, no thank you. Wasn't a problem though, because there were some people in my family that loved Brussels sprouts, so... they just ate all of them, it was okay. Nobody ever complained about me not eating them, then they had more. That's how the thing is. Everybody likes their own things. Does that make sense? But yeah. Speaking of food, I have to cook dinner now. As I said, I'm gonna do a simple rice dish, so it's not gonna be too much work. But I still have to see if the snow causes any damage. So, before it gets too dark, because I think it's already pretty dark outside. Let's hope that everything went well. Thank you. I wish y'all also a good, whatever time of day it is where you are. I thank you all for being here. And I hope I see you all again next time. Bye bye. And thank you for the hydrate.